Hey, what's up, everybody? Andy Stickel here. Welcome to another episode of the Law Firm Marketing Hacks podcast. And today I want to teach you, I don't want to teach you something. I want to talk to you about why I hired a coach, someone who is going to coach me on something that has absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with marketing or lawyers or law firms or anything like that. Stick around.
You're not just a lawyer, you're a defender of the defenseless. You possess a license that allows you to fight for those who can't fight for themselves. But while you're fighting for others, who's watching out for you? For far too long, lawyers have been fed line after line by big marketing companies, promising the world and delivering nothing. And even worse, think of all the people you were unable to help just because they didn't know you existed. That ends today. It's time to take the power back. This podcast will teach you how law firm marketing really works, how to not only get more clients, but how to get your dream clients, how to save time, how to save money, how to save energy by only focusing on tactics that work so you can grow your firm and help more people, and how to never get screwed by a marketing company ever again. My name is Andy Stickel, and I've helped thousands of lawyers, and I can help you too. This is the Law Firm Marketing Hacks podcast.
Okay, so I have a few coaches, and I'm a big fan of coaches because I truly believe that my most valuable asset that I have is my time. And that's the one thing that I can never get back, and that's the one thing that there never seems to be enough of. I constantly in my life will always trade money for time, and I encourage my employees to do the same thing. I encourage my wife to do the same thing. You know, my wife, there's better things that you could be doing than cleaning the house. Let's pay somebody to do that. So like one of the things that I've found is that, and this is really the way that I've been successful in my life. For a long time, I didn't market lawyers. I actually, my journey kind of starts from a long time ago. I was a concert promoter, and the way that I got into concert promotion is that I used to play in a rock band. And it's funny because I played in a rock band, but I actually enjoyed the business side and the marketing side of the music industry much more than I enjoyed the actual playing music part. Don't get me wrong, I love that part, but the business side is what really drove me. And what I did a long time ago is, back when I was maybe 19 years old, I started looking at, okay, who are the people that have been successful in the music industry, not the musicians, because I kind of understood back then that the musicians were not the ones that were pulling the strings, and they weren't necessarily the ones that were the most important. Who were the people behind the scenes that were pulling the strings, that were getting people that were, kind of getting, musicians, record deals and getting them on tour and getting them in the studio. So I started looking at a lot of different albums that I really liked. And this is back when like Creed was really popular and 311 was really popular. And some of you may know who these bands are. Some of you may not. But I kept seeing this name, Ron St. Germain, on the back of every single album. And all these albums that I really liked, he was on Tool and Creed and 311, and actually, if you look at this guy's resume, it's ridiculous. He's worked with everyone from the Beatles to Michael Jackson to Creed. I mean, he's sold, I think, over $1 billion in record sales over the course of his career. So I was like, all right, this is a guy that I need to know. So what I did is I basically started calling record companies and essentially just kind of BSing my way through until I got his email address. And I emailed him, and I was like, and I don't even remember what I said. But bottom line is that I got in touch with him, and I asked him questions. I asked him for some help. I kind of told him about myself. I told him about my band, and he became kind of a mentor to me for many years in the music industry. And what is amazing, I mean, he's in his like 50s or 60s, he's probably late 50s. Just an unbelievable career. He's won Grammys, and his office is just like, plastered with platinum records all over the walls and everything. And he had so much experience that it took him, 30, 40 years to get. Now, I can never take his experience, but basically I can, cozy up to him, and I can learn a lot that would take me, decades to learn on my own, just by being friends with this guy and just by kind of just asking him questions and picking his brain. And I ended up years ahead of where I would have been as a result of talking to him. Now, I do the same thing in business. I very rarely, I'm very, very good at marketing. I'm pretty modest about a few things, but I know that I'm an excellent marketer. I'm really good at at growing law firms. I'm really good at marketing myself. And this didn't just happen. It didn't happen overnight. It happened because I found people that were better at marketing than I was, and I paid them money to coach me and teach me how to do marketing. And what I do is I take what I learn and I apply it to lawyers. So I've never actually taken a law firm marketing course or hired a law firm marketing coach, and that's because I've never actually really seen anyone that's really great at it. But I know there's great marketers out there, guys like like the people that I've really followed and then I've paid to teach me how to do marketing are two guys. One is Russell Brunson from ClickFunnels. The other is Dan Henry. I paid Russell Brunson $15,000 just to go and train in Boise for 3 days. I paid Dan Henry so far $60,000 just to have access to him so I can pick his brain and ask him questions and different things like that. And both of those are huge time savers for me, because not only are they kind of just showing me what to do, or not necessarily showing me what to do, but they're showing me kind of the blueprint and the framework for what worked for them. But what they're also doing is they're saving me so much time. They're saving me books and courses and conferences and all this type of stuff that I would have had to go to, and I would have had to learn all the stuff, absorb the stuff, apply the stuff, figure out what actually worked, what didn't work, all of that type of stuff. So when you look at it, the amount of money that I pay them to coach me and actually have access to them so that I can pick their brain and I don't have to figure this stuff out on my own is worth so much more money than what I paid for them, because what it gives me is time. It gives me a shortcut from trying to figure this stuff out on my own. And not to mention, doing this on your own and figuring out on your own is still going to cost you time. You've got to pay for the courses. You've got to do the conferences, all that stuff. And then on top of that, it's a trial and error to figure out what actually works. So by hiring a coach, I've just shortcutted so much of that, and the results have been amazing. So taking that same approach, over the last few years, I kind of put on a few pounds. So, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight, and staying with my tried and true method, I hired a coach. I found somebody that actually knows kind of specifically what to eat, what not to eat, when to eat, how much of it to eat, what exercise to do, when I should exercise. And basically, instead of reading all these books and trying to go on YouTube and trying to figure it out myself, I hired a coach. And it's not very expensive, especially considering the fact that, all I do is I give him some money, and it's not expensive. It's like $200. It's not a significant investment at all. But, I basically pay him, and then he just tells me what to do. And he shows me the proven roadmap, the proven plan that he has over and over, that he's had success with over and over and over again with other clients. And it's working. I've been doing it for 4 weeks, and I'm not allowed to weigh myself, but my clothes are definitely fitting looser. I definitely can tell that I look thinner. And anytime I have a question, I don't have to go to YouTube. I don't have to Google. I don't have to go search the answer. All I do is I just text him. I say, hey, what about this thing? Or should I eat this? Or, hey, I'm kind of feeling sore. Should I work out today? Or what should I do? And he gives me the answer. And it's so much easier. So if you don't have a coach for your business, for your law firm, get a coach. You have to get someone that can find the people that are already doing what you want to do, and just figure and hire them to teach you how to do it for yourself. And it doesn't have to be specifically, for what you're trying to do. But try to find somebody that can save you all that time and honestly all that wasted money. Even if it costs you some money to get in with them, think about how much your time is worth, and think about how much money you're going to save by not wasting money and not wasting time. So, I mean, that's my biggest probably, if I had to attribute my success to any one thing. It's the fact that I hired a coach and I cut years and years and years of learning off the clock, I guess, because I just shortcutted it. I found people who knew what they were doing, and I basically hired them. They taught me everything that I needed to know. They showed me what they did that worked. They showed me what to avoid because they know it didn't work. And lo and behold, I get amazing results every single day. So that's my big takeaway to you. If you're if you're thinking about it, if you're stuck, if you're not sure what to do, find somebody that can coach you and hire a coach. Talk to you soon, guys. Thanks for listening to the Law Firm Marketing Hacks podcast. Please remember to subscribe and leave a review. Do you ever feel like you're lost when it comes to marketing your law firm? There's so much information out there, and maybe it can help your firm, but you just don't know where to start. All you know is that you need to do something. Well, I've helped thousands of lawyers just like you grow their law firms with proven marketing strategies, and I can help you too. There's no need to waste time testing strategies that don't work or wasting money on what you think might work. I've already tested these strategies so you don't have to, and I can show you how to get actual results for your law firm. How would you like to work with me one-on-one and get results like more clients, more money, and more prestige for your law firm? There's no guesswork. When you work with me, you'll have a proven strategy that will grow your law firm, and you'll have an expert who's helped thousands of lawyers all around the world walking you through the entire process. So let's work together. Book a free 45-minute discovery call today. You'll learn exactly how these strategies can grow your law firm and how I can help. You'll learn how to flood your law firm with your dream clients fast, and you'll never have to stress over how you'll get new clients again. To book a call, go to call.andrewstickel.com and book a free 45-minute discovery call. Again, that's call.andrewstickel.com. Book your free call today.